is still this Monday morning getting hammered with rain draped across the Northeast. Now, I do think big improvements over the next 24 hours. However, there's another system on the way, and it is that one this upcoming weekend. Here locally, we could even see some rain, and that'll actually continue off into the East Coast as well. Live look at our radar this morning. Boy, we are quiet. We are dry on this Monday morning. 516 for you. Temperatures are a good mixture of some 50s and 60s, and what that means, it is a nice, comfortable start to the day. 59 in Tomball, 58 in Conroe. Temperatures at IAH 63, Hobby at 67. So again, good mixture of 50s and 60s. Really comfortable start to your Monday morning. By the afternoon, though, we are going to be warming quickly. So we do have an air quality alert in effect for today. An abundance of sunshine will take those 50s and 60s to the upper 80s and low 90s. So almost everybody will be nearing that 90-degree mark. 90 in Katy, 90 degrees for Sugar Land. Downtown, temperatures around 88. Notice Conroe at 90 degrees. Again, a good mixture of upper 80s to low 90s. Back to that air quality. This is very common when we have clear skies and calm winds, but it reduces the air quality. This can be an irritation of your eyes, your nose, and your throat. It can almost have similar impacts as really heavy pollen days. With that being said, I would stay on top of your allergy meds this time of the year, but if you have asthma or emphysema, you want to limit the physical activity outside, even though today's going to be beautiful. Now, I'm going to talk about the fabulous weather. However, with dry conditions, and we've seen a stretch of dry weather, our drought has continued to expand. So this is the latest update from our drought report. And notice now we're starting to even get into the moderate stages. Last week I was showing you how dry conditions, abnormally dry conditions in the yellow. But when you start to see some of that beige, notice this is the latest look at that moderate drought stage. So this is going to, as this continues, this could even prompt additional burn bans that are in place. Right now, Harris, Fort Bend, and Montgomery are not under an active burn ban. But again, as we continue with these dry conditions, this is the front this upcoming weekend that is going to provide at least a slight chance for a few showers. Don't count on much, but a slight chance for a few showers. Tropical Storm Lorenzo, this is brand new as of 4 a.m. this morning. The National Hurricane Center upgraded it to a tropical storm. Max sustained winds at 45 miles per hour, expected to stay in the open Atlantic. So right now, no threat to land. There is no change to our weather pattern. It is just fabulous. I'm like, get outside, do what you want to do all week. Jen, for everyone in Fort Bend County that is off of school today, what a great day to get outside and enjoy. I'll send it back to you. Oh, last week, that's okay. I missed you too. Good morning. Happy Monday. We have a fabulous weather day. So if the kids are home, I mean, tell them get outside and play. It's going to be really, really nice today. A good mixture of some 50s and 60s. 59 in Tomball, 58 this morning, Conroe. Fabulous. I mean, if you're getting that hot cup of coffee right now, if you can drink it outside, I don't know, maybe wait for the sunrise, I guess, but it is going to be a really, really nice day. By lunchtime, temperatures are building to 84. By the afternoon, we're pushing toward 90. So upper 80s to low 90s today. We have a stretch of really dry days today through Thursday. Notice no rain in the forecast. Friday we pop in a 20% chance for a shower, but that's really going to be light and thanks to higher relative humidity. If you are up early right now and you are traveling, Jen, let me tell you, November the 1st, notice we were not under a drought, not even talking abnormally dry. It was really just west of us that we're seeing this drought. But what happened is starting mid-September and almost through now, we just haven't seen much rain. So each week when our drought report is released, it's continued to expand and it's continued to worsen. So I'm catching you up to today, October 13th, and notice how now everybody pretty much is dealing with abnormally dry conditions, but now we're starting to creep into these spotty areas with moderate drought conditions. And because we have a dry week this week, I have a feeling on Thursday when our next drought report is released, see, that's going to continue to expand again. Elevated fire risk today, and keep in mind, that's just because of how dry the soil is, how dry the ground is. So just like you heard from some of the members of the Atascocita Fire Department there, you want to do all that you can do to prevent a fire from happening because the ground is just so dry. Notice the blue is indicating moderately dry conditions, but see now popping into portions, just outside of Montgomery County, from San Jacinto County, very high conditions. So you just want to use an abundance of caution, okay, today. Looking at the past rainfall, only for the month of October, we're almost 2 inches below average. Again, the way we handle things best here locally is when we get a little rain along the way, and we just haven't had that, have we? Now, looking past over 2025, we are over 10 inches below average for our rainfall. So that really kind of puts things in perspective. Even though this past summer, boy, did it feel like we had a lot of rain. I know. It did help to keep our temperatures down. That was really nice. Okay, let's talk about the next rain chance. Let's fast forward to the weekend. We always love that on a Monday morning. Sunday will be the timing for this next front. Now, here locally, it doesn't look like a complete washout. So if you're making those big weekend plans, maybe Rinfest, okay? I think looking ahead to the upcoming weekend, we're not going to be dealing with a complete washout, but we do start the week off today and tomorrow with dry conditions. But again, Saturday, Sunday, we will pop in a slight rain chance. So at 4 a.m. this morning, the National Hurricane Center did upgrade Tropical Storm Lorenzo. So we had a tropical wave. If you were watching Pat Kavlin maybe last night, there was an 80% chance of development. This morning at 4 a.m., we now have Tropical Storm Lorenzo. Max sustained winds at 45 miles per hour. But let me put you at ease already. We're expecting this to remain in the open Atlantic. There is no threat to land with Tropical Storm Lorenzo. That's going to stay in the open waters of the Atlantic. We'll still watch it very carefully. Still reminder that we are active in hurricane season, but again, no impacts here locally. Your week is really nice. I mean, these morning low temperatures today, good mixture of 50s and 60s. High temperatures are pushing close to 90 almost every single day. So, Jen, I don't know if traffic will put you in a good mood, but hopefully the weather will help. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping that at least that tempers things.
And this week, we have a fabulous week of weather. Fabulous. Good mixture outside right now of 50s and 60s. We're under mainly clear skies. Clear skies will take you right through your Monday. So really, really nice conditions for today. Take a look at that hour by hour planner. So again, 50s and 60s this morning, but we're quickly going to climb into the 70s because of the abundance of sunshine. By the afternoon, we're pushing close to 90 degrees, a good mixture of some 80s and 90s. Now, we do keep it dry for a big part of the week. Notice Friday, I've popped in a 20% chance for an isolated shower. That's really thanks to higher relative humidity. So we're mainly dry for the work week, and then Friday we'll see a slight rain chance. We really need rain. Even though I'm talking about such a fabulous weather week, we have active burn bans, and we've actually included a few more counties. So it's pretty much surrounding Montgomery, Harris, and Fort Bend County. Abnormally dry conditions, our drought is expanding. Jen, I'll have the latest on that coming up in just a little bit. On your Monday morning, good morning to you. Welcome back. Sunrise this morning at 7:22, and look how beautiful this is. Look at that. I love a sunrise with a little pink. It's so nice to wake up early. Now, if you do get that coffee going and we want to get outside, 50s and 60s, it's a beautiful start to the day. Fabulous start. 58 in Conroe, 58 in Cleveland, feeling great in Sugar Land at 62. Temperatures even closer into Atascocita, Humble at 64 degrees, and closer into Friendswood this morning in the upper 60s. Now, overall temperatures are going to climb quickly, upper 80s to low 90s. We are under an active air quality alert for the afternoon. That will probably be on repeat for tomorrow as well. Let's talk pollen. Your ragweed is at heavy levels. Now, ragweed is a really big irritant for a lot of you out there. So you stay on top of those allergy meds. Notice moderate with your tree, your grass, and your mold spore. So it is that time of the year. I'm telling you, pollen is up. Everything is checking off on those boxes there. Latest drought report shows not only abnormally dry conditions in the yellow, but starting to creep into that moderate drought category. And because I'm expecting dry conditions this week, I think Thursday, when the next drought report is released, it'll probably continue to expand. Because of how dry we are, we have active burn bans in place. Colorado, Wharton, Liberty County, San Jacinto County, Walker County, all with those active burn bans. But be mindful, be extra cautious pretty much every day this week because the soil is really, really dry. So that puts us at an elevated fire risk. So not only are we dealing with moderate in the blue, but now to high to very high conditions once you head into San Jacinto County. And that is why that active burn ban is in effect. So diving into our next rain chance. Today through Thursday, we're dry. I would say Friday, thanks to higher relative humidity, maybe a 20% chance for a shower, but it's really going to tap in to Sunday. Sunday, I have a 30% chance for some downpours, especially for the afternoon hours. We need the rain. Notice for the month of October, we're almost 2 inches below average. That's just for this month. Putting that in perspective for the year for 2025, notice we're over 10 inches below average, even though it felt like we had a really wet summer. I know, but we still actually really need rain. Tropical storm Lorenzo, brand new as of 4 a.m., expected to stay in the open waters of the Atlantic, so no threat. Gorgeous sunrise for your Monday morning. Good morning. Official sunrise at 7:22, but look, an abundance of sunshine going to take over the sky. Brand new tropical storm Lorenzo, no threat to land. This is going to remain in the open waters of the Atlantic. And Jen, we have a dry week for the next 4 or 5 days before the weekend.